Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Coming with an important tip for the improvement only, not only improvement, but for gaining full marks in the comprehension passage, whether 1123 GCSE or 0500 IGCSE text A. These tips are going to be crucially beneficial for you. This is my guarantee. Now, if I ask from you that how many of you wish to obtain full marks in the comprehension passage of 2025 April exams, I am sure none of you would say no. So please watch attentively, and this is going to be crucially beneficial for you. The first tip is that you should be able to identify the type of question. As you know that the first question of comprehension in 1123 and text A of 0500 deal with these two types of meanings. The first is explicit meaning and the second one is implicit meaning. Explicit, as you already might know, means the surface level of the meaning, the obvious meaning, or something which is quite vivid or clear. If the question uses the words like what, when, and where, it means that the writer is demanding explicit meaning from you. So you don't have to think very deep while answering explicit meaning and explicit questions. As far as the second meaning, which is opposite to the explicit, it means it is called implicit meaning. It means hidden or below the surface, something which is inferential, in which you need to infer. When the writer will ask you to give implicit meaning, he will use the words like, what do you think? Why do you think? How do you think? These words will give you the hint. Examiner is not going to write on the question paper that this is an explicit question or it is an implicit question. He won't write it. But you, with your common sense and with your understanding, will be able to identify the type of question. And once you have identified them, there will be no there will be no chance of error. The second tip is that in which questions you are allowed to pick from the text. If the examiner used any one of these words which you are seeing on your screen, let me read them. Number one, pick up, give evidence, give two details, quote, or identify. If any one of these words is there in the question, it means the writer has allowed you to pick from the text. And you can even use inverted commas for that information. And you can even paraphrase them. But my advice will be that when the examiner himself is allowing you to pick, then do use single inverted commas and mention that information, mention that text or phrase in that line. So that will be the second useful tip. The third tip which I can share to the benefit of all will be the catering of own words question. The own words question will have the word, use your own words in bold so you can very easily identify them. The mistake that the students do is that they try to rephrase each and every word of the question, each and every word of that phrase. That is not the correct method. Basically, you have to underline the key words of that text or that line. There might be there will be only two words. There will be only two keywords. Keywords meaning the most important words of that line. The most, you can say, attractive, the most difficult words. They will demand you to write down their synonyms. For example, the keywords which I have picked from a question are vital fact. Now you will say important reality or crucial information or significant truth. Now you see, I have tried to provide you the synonyms of both the words in the same order as the words have been provided. It is better to write them in the same order. Then the next important tip will be to understand the meaning of the word suggest. The examiner will certainly use this word in the questions when they will say, what does the writer want to suggest? This word will be in the second question of comprehension in 1123, and suggested meaning is demanded in 2D of IGCSE. So, suggest means imply. We need to understand and memorize very clearly that the writer is not demanding superficial meaning when he is asking from you the suggested meaning. When he will ask suggested meaning, so you will hint something. He will demand something which is not directly stated in the text. So, if you will understand the meaning of the word suggest, your answer will be accurate. Now, let me share an example with you to explain the meaning of the word suggest. Suggest, her behavior suggests that she is not interested in the project. This is not an example of the question, it is an example of the understanding of the meaning of the word suggest. If the meaning will be clear, answer will be correct. And fifth tip will be to understand what does the word effect mean. Now let me tell you that effect means noun. The way in which something affects someone's feelings or opinions. The way the writer is trying to create an effect upon the reader's mind or upon the mind of the character involved. That will be the effect of that word. Effect also means the result or outcome of a particular action or set of circumstances. Now, for example, the question I have taken from the past papers in order to explain the meaning of the word effect. What effect does the writer suggest about the light by using the word gloomy to describe it? So you see, the word effect and suggest will be there together in the question. And obviously, when the writer uses the word gloomy for light, it means that he wants to hint upon the fact that the light was dull. The light was not giving light, rather, it was giving darkness. It creates an atmosphere of sadness. So, by understanding the meaning of the word effect, you were able to make up the right answer. And last but not the least, the most important vocabulary that I suggest you should memorize before appearing into your CIEs will be learning of emotive vocabulary. Now, what is emotive vocabulary? Something which describes our emotions and feelings. We human beings have normally some basic emotions like we are happy, we are sad, we are angry, we are afraid, and something like that. So, if you understand the meanings and learn the synonyms of these words, there are 100% chances that your synonyms, your feelings, questions, answers will be accurate. And also, this question and this learning of emotive vocabulary is going to improve your narrative essay, because in the narrative essay, you have to describe the feelings of your character. So let me share you only 4 examples with you as far as emotive vocabulary is concerned. More you can think and make on your own. For example, the word is surprised. It's a very popular word, and I have given you 5 synonyms of that. You should memorize all of them. There might be some more to this list as well, but shocked, flabbergasted, stunned, startled, and bewildered are some of the examples of the synonyms of the word surprised. Then the second word is frightened. Frightened means intimidated or afraid. The third example is the word sad. I have used all the synonyms with the letter D. This is called alliterated synonym. This will help you memorize them easily. This will help you to create a very positive impression on to the examiner while you will be using them in the narrative essay. Let me read those words: dejected, dismal, dull, disappointed, doleful. And last example of emotive vocabulary is happy. Two synonyms of happy start with J, joyous and jubilant. Two start with E, elated and ecstatic. And the last synonym is blissful. This is all with regard to the improvement, not only improvement, but obtaining full marks in comprehension passage. Let me give you a brief recap. Number one, understand implicit meaning and explicit meaning. Remember the difference? Understand what is own words question. Understand when does the writer allow you to pick from the text. Understand what does the word effect means. Understand what does the word suggest mean, and memorize emotive vocabulary. Best of luck. Allah Hafiz.